Welcome to Pure Comedy Laugh, showcasing the hottest comedians dropping the funniest comedy around. You ain't never seen clean comedy like this before.
I'll tell you a story. So my brother, he was diabetic, and I'm gonna call it sugar, sugar. So the Thanksgiving holiday, I told you black folks holiday, so he was, in the bathroom to shoot his insulin. She don't know nothing about diabetes, she knows sugar. So he went in there, she came back, oh Lord Jesus, that boy not shooting that dope in that bathroom. Oh Lord, I didn't know that boy was on that dope. He come out, no, grandmama, that's the diabetes. I don't care what kind of dope you shoot. Don't you shoot no more diabetes in my house. Dude, that be the last diabetes dope you shoot in my house. Don't shoot no more of that diabetes.
Let me see if anybody experiences that Chick-fil-A. You ever experiences that Chick-fil-A? Well, I think my Caucasian brother and sister call it pay it forward, like the car in front of you pay for your meal. See, that's a beautiful thing when you got money. You know what I'm talking about? See, I pull up the other day, I had about $7. That's enough for the number one no pickle. And so I get to the window, I pull up my card. The lady was like, "Oh, you can put your card away. The car in front of you just paid." I said, "Oh, thank you, Lord. He on time, God." And so when stuff like that happen, you kind of forget what kind of money you had. So I was like, well, shoot. And when somebody do something nice for you, you feel compelled to do something nice for somebody else. So I was like, well, shoot, how much the people behind me? She said, that'd be $39.15. All right, how much the people behind them? You understand? I may not be able to pay it forward. I might be able to pay it to the side. You understand what I'm saying?
I travel a lot around the country for comedy, and oftentimes I travel to a lot of rural communities where there are not a lot of black people. Now I'm going to give some of you guys some insight into black people. I don't care what room we walk into, we're always counting to see how many other black people are in the room. There are enough of us in here that I went ahead and marked myself safe on Facebook. I'm okay.
Me and the wife down at Home Depot, man, I don't know where she got off to, man. I'm looking for her. So I'm going down the aisle, man, and as I'm going down the aisle, another guy coming down and all buggies hit. I was like, hey, man, excuse me. He said, no, bro, it's my fault. I wasn't looking where I was going. He said, I was looking for my wife. I said, that's what I was doing. I said, what your wife look like? He said, man, my wife look exactly like Holly Berry. Got a body like Serena Williams. Long black silky hair, and she loved to flirt. He said, what your wife look like? I said, forget about that. Let's go find your wife. No, for real. I want to see her, man. She looking like that? She looking like that, I want to see her.
So then I got kicked out of church recently, too. I get kicked out of a lot of stuff, but church was the one I got kicked out recently. And it was by the bouncers of the church, the deacons. They came around with their white gloves, the old Vietnam vets, They was passing that tray around like they tend to do, you know what I'm saying? And I put $20 in the plate, and as I was reaching for my change, right? The deacon hit me on my hand like, what you doing? I said, I'm getting my change. He was like, all the things God done for you, all the changes he done for you in your life, you need to give him this whole 20. I said, you and God need to turn this 20 into $17.
So last Friday, I'm in there trying to get my stuff up, packing up, getting it together. Lo and behold, I hear a bunch of commotion out there in the hallway. It sound like WWE, Monday Night Raw, going on out there. So I'm trying to get Teacher of the Year, you know what I'm saying? So I looked out there, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have done that. Because my daddy always told me, man, if it ain't got nothing to do with you, don't you have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm trying to get that Teacher of the Year award, that extra check. So I look out there, and lo and behold, y'all, it's a kindergarten out there fighting his teacher. Not fighting, he beating his teacher up. And this ain't no regular kindergarten either. I'm talking about 5'2". This joker, 115 pounds. That ain't regular, honey. That ain't regular. It ain't regular. So I looked at that. I said, you know what? I'm not going to bother that right there. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm telling y'all, he was willing on her, too. But I looked out there. He had that rock bottom going.
Last thing I don't like, you guys, I don't like these bill collectors, you know what I'm saying? I don't like these bill collectors because they call you and they on the first name basis like y'all friends or something like that. I don't like that. I didn't pay my bill because I didn't feel like I owed no more. I had a gym membership, right? And they gonna call me and they was like, hey, can we speak to Don? Oh, okay, this him.
Now, by this time, I already got an attitude, y'all. We're just calling about your gym membership. Mm-hmm. And we're just wondering, when are we going to receive our money? I said, I don't know. When am I going to receive my skinny?
How many of y'all got stupid friends? Just stupid friends. And if they with you, don't hold your hand up. I got a stupid friend. We sitting down the other night, and y'all know the more weed people smoke, the smarter they get. Y'all know that, right? So we sitting there, he's smoking weed. I'm drinking Crown Royal. He looked at me, he said, Grave. I said, what? He said, they've been going to the moon for years. He said, I got something for 'em. I said, what you gonna do? He said, I'm gonna go to the sun. I said, fool, you can't go to the sun, you'll burn up. He said, I already figured it out. I said, when you gonna go? He said, I'm gonna go at night.
I haven't seen my dad in 17 years. My mama said he's dark skinned and he live in Charlotte. I said, that's all the information you can come up with? I think I found my daddy. Mama, we got him, Mama, we got him. He had the show here at the Pure Comedy Lab with a whole nother family. He with a whole nother family, Mama. We got him. You won't get away this time. You going on Instagram and you with your new white girlfriend. I got you. Oh, you got it. You going on Instagram and Facebook now. What are you doing? What are you doing? You like you make some good banana pudding. Can you make? I just feel the spirit. I feel the banana pudding spirit right here.
Gas so high now, my mailman working from the house. Gonna call me the other day talking about, man, you got some mail. I said, bring it on. He said, you gonna have to come get it. I said, well, I keep the mail. He said, I was just thumbing through it. Looked like you got a check. I said, what's your address?
I didn't take it serious then. No. I took it serious when I was hanging in the hood one night, up in the corner, and I saw this crackhead come running out selling masks, hand sanitizers, and gloves. Got the masks, got the hand sanitizers, got them gloves. I said, it is serious now.
70s babies, y'all in here? 1970s? Uh-huh. I call y'all BC, before crack. Because everything y'all say is always before crack. Used to go outside, before crack. I was prom queen, before crack. Mm-hmm. I know y'all can't wait to go to work on Monday, because y'all be clocking in on time. Them 70s do not play about their job, because they know Social Security is coming around the corner.
But everything about you, whether you're secure about it or not, can be like useful, can be good, can be positive. It's part of who you are. It's part of your value, right? So like, I learned that like locks of love, they take hair and they cure cancer with it, right? So what I did was I shaved off all my body hair and I sent it to Locks of Love. And they sent it right back and they said, try Build-A-Bear. So I wrapped it all up and I sent it to Build-A-Bear, and they sent it back with a letter that said, dude, we're not actually trying to build an actual bear.
Because a newborn baby is a new Social Security number. It's a new line of credit. And the reason I say that is because I was a victim of identity theft by my parents. So back in the day, HBO would give you a magazine, and I was like, oh snap, I got some mail. I'm taking it to school for show and tell. The reason my name was on the magazine is because the cable bill was in my name. So when I went and bought my house in 2013, they said, Chris, you got a balance from 1992. I was 5. So I had to put the cable in my son's name.
Got a new suit on, got the tight mustard shirt on, went to church. You ever been to church and the spirit is high and the spirit say, take off running. I took off running with the spirit. But there was another lady running too, and I'm very, very competitive. Now, we're racing around this church. She elbowing me, and I'm elbowing. This 65-year-old, she was athletic. About the 15th lap, things started getting a little dim. I saw 3 choirs, 4 pastors. I done passed out in the back of the pew because that shirt ain't got no ventilation. Now, I done passed out, then this usher came over praying over me in her little fake proverbial tongue. I know you're saying, Carlos, how you know it was fake? Here's what she said. She said, tie my bow tie, retie my bow tie. Wait a minute.
Y'all only got saved one time. Man, I used to get saved every Sunday. Anybody like me? I'm for real, like back in the day, that altar call was so scary. Back when they used to preach about hell and stuff. You'd be scared because it always felt like the preacher was looking at me. He'd be like, you may not live to see tomorrow. Man, it used to get me every time. Because I had stuff I had to do tomorrow. So I would go get saved to make sure that I lived to see tomorrow. And so you go to the altar, and back then, they used to give you the microphone so you can tell all your business. The pastor be like, daughter, would you like to tell the church why you've come again? So I get the microphone. I said, yes, sir. I had wanted to come up here and ask the Lord to forgive me of my sins I had did last week. Because I want to live to see tomorrow. For I can do it all over again.
The mother of my kids, she be trying to stress me out. She done took my hairline away. This on life support right now. It can go any day now, any day. My biggest fear is going bald before I get a beard, because I feel if I go bald right now, what's the first of y'all think? Ooh, he need prayer. But shout out to my grandma, because she's so encouraging. She was like, well, baby, if you go bald, maybe you could be a model. I'm like, Grandma, who gonna pick me up for a modeling contract? St. Jude's Hospital. Y'all picking up St. Jude's brochures like, I think I am gonna donate. He looks so sick and healthy.
Kids are smarter than we think they are, but they're not as smart as they think they are. He gonna tell me, bruh, even God smoke weed. I almost cussed. I was like, what? He said, bruh, God smoke weed. I said, okay. He said, since you think you so smart, Mr. Moe, let me ask you a question. I said, go ahead, ask your little question. He's like, bruh, if God don't smoke weed, then why they call him the Most High? And I was like, touche, Keandre. Because Moses was with a burning bush, like y'all read that part. And I was like, because I ain't trying to go to hell. I wondered if the word said, if Moses did it, maybe that explained why he said, I see the mountaintop. And I won't get there with you. Okay, send me my signal. I'm going to say this last thing, all right?
I get in that spot, and we went for the chicken. But every time I looked up at the menu, all I noticed was the bologna Whopper. But we went for the chicken. But the only thing I noticed on the menu was the bologna Whopper, so y'all know what I ordered. No, I got the chicken. And so, you know, we got our food, we riding back, we was coming back to Charlotte. We dipping chicken and hot sauce and chicken, riding down 85, music bumping, chicken and hot sauce and chicken. And right where Charlotte started being Charlotte at, I knew I had a problem. I heard something. It said, now, I knew by the sound of that, I know my body. I knew by the sound of that I had 1 hour and 27 minutes.
But I live in Atlanta now, you know what I'm saying? I live right about 30 miles outside of Atlanta. A lot of gay people in Atlanta, you know. I don't care about that, because I got a gay daughter. She looked just like me. We were going through the photo album the other day, you know. She said, Daddy, you're a handsome man. The only thing I could say to her was, thank you, baby. So are you, you know. Love my daughter, man. I got 5 daughters, you know what I'm saying? I got one that only called me when she won something. One called me talking about, Daddy, can you help me pay my light bill? Yeah, baby, how much do you need? $236. How much is your light bill? $236. I said, what are you helping with, licking the stamp or reading my numbers off to your people you got to pay, you know?
My fiance and I, we started dating during the pandemic because that's when everybody was fat. So I was able to convince her that this was just COVID weight, and I'm like, trust me, babe, when this is over, I'm going right back to the guy I used to be. You know, 25 pounds lighter, 6'2", black. All the things I know she wanted in a woman or a man.
Y'all know what it's like living in the country. You see the same 5 people in the same spot at the same time every day. Yes, y'all look good. It feels good to see some different people. Men got shoes on. See, because where I come from, men wear shoes. You know what I'm saying? These down south men, they a little different. They like to wear Crocs for everything. I'm just saying, my water pump went out at my house. The man came and fixed it in Crocs, y'all. He had on his Crocs. He climbed the ladder in them Crocs. He fixed my water pump in them Crocs. We had sex in them Crocs. Them Crocs is all-purpose shoes, you hear me?
You know what? No, for real though, for real. For real, because I told you I got all kind of shots and elbows and taking pills. So they said, Mr. Hearn, you clean, you know. So I'm trying to help out other people, you know what I'm saying? They said, well, you want to help? I said, sure, I'll help, you know, I got all my stuff. So they said, we're going to do the COVID testing. I said, fine, I'll help with the testing. No problem. But, you know, I said, let me explain to y'all first. I ain't got no medical license. I can't be taking nobody's blood. You know, I know you test saliva and spit and little semen. I know how, medical stuff go, you know. I said, fine, I'm going to help, but I'm going to only do what I can do. They said, no, Mr. Hearn, don't worry about it. We got you. Here, take this kit. They give me a little kit. They said, what you got to do, all you got to do, take this Q-tip. It's like a long Q-tip, right? And they said, you just stick it up above the nose, wiggle it around, pull it out, and send it to us. That's what you talking about. I almost called him Willis. What you talking about, Willis? I said, no, that's how we I said, wait a minute. Now you try to tell me, America, we got a disease killing Americans. You done took 100 scientists, professional people in the industry, the world that you paying them. They're scientists, all the great minds together in a room. And the best you can come up with, no blood, no semen, no spit, booger juice. You dare tell me the only thing you can find out how it's killing America is booger juice? You go up there and get a little juice? Booger juice, come out of here. Blood, pee, something. Pull my hair, test my hair. Booger juice, it's killing people. They're dead. So you try to tell me all this COVID, all they had to do is blow their nose. I'm through.
Because God got a sense of humor, you know what I'm saying? Jesus was walking down the road to Damascus, and he cursed the fig tree because it wasn't producing no fruit. So he got on down, he went to the church, whatever. He came in, started turning over tables and stuff like that. He said, the disciples ran up to him and said, Jesus, calm down. Here, have a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Hashtag meek and humble lamb. But, I had to get myself together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I recently got remarried. Give it up for black love, y'all. Yeah. Woo! Praise the Lord, You got to go through some bad relationships to get to the good. I tell you that. I tell you, boy, I had this one lady, she stalked me so bad, I had to tell her I had to do weekend time one time to get away from her. I was like, dang. So, but I must like crazy because we ended up moving in together, whatever, right? So one weekend, I had stayed out all weekend, CIAA, you know what I'm saying? I was left on Friday. I ain't come back till Monday. She said, how would you like it if you ain't see me for a couple of days? I was like, I don't care. So Tuesday came, no babe. Wednesday came, no babe. Thursday came, no babe. Friday came, and I could just open my eye up just a little bit. I said, babe, I don't never want to go without seeing you again. She had to hit me with a two-piece, y'all. Pop out. I said, dang.
But I did travel to get here. I'm from Colorado. Thank you very much. You're familiar. If you know the area at all, I live next to the Colorado School for the Deaf and the Blind, which I actually found out recently. This is just like a fun fact for you guys. Do you know what their mascot is? Yeah, neither do they. I did notice some of you didn't laugh at that. It's okay. It's kind of a mean joke, I get it. It's all right, my dad is actually blind, and I made sure I ran that joke by him. Let me tell you something, he did not see that coming. Huh?
On a plane, I don't like to fly, but it was 4 comedians, me included, okay? When you go to St. Croix, you have to get on another plane and put you on a small plane and send your luggage over. I don't like that. I don't like to fly. But I did it anyway. The pilot comes out. He stands there, he looks, he says, you three over here and you over there. I don't want to go over there by myself, sir. He said, I saw it, you three over here, you over there. They talked to me, they said, go ahead, get on the plane, it's gonna be all right. We get on the plane, those three over there, I'm over here. The plane takes off. It's in the air. I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm buckling my seatbelt. I slide over to where the other three comedians were. Next thing we hear is, Mayday, Mayday, big lady, move over, big lady, move over. So I did what any woman of God would do. I slid back over and saved our lives and leveled out the plane.
Because today is actually the 6th-year anniversary of me driving with suspended license. Y'all clap that up for us. Anybody ever had suspended license? Make some noise. Yeah, I know I smelled it. I know I smelled suspended license in the building. How y'all driving? Y'all ain't got suspended license. What type of good citizens are y'all? I don't drive unless I got suspended license. But the police don't know. Police don't understand. You got to be specific when you talk to black folks, because black folks don't give specific answer to what you ask them. Like if I ask this beautiful young lady right here, you live with your man? She'll fuss me out. Heck, no, I don't live with my man. I'm a grown woman. Been paying my bills for a long time. Then you find out her and a man do live together. You was like, I thought you said you don't live with your man. I don't. He live with me. You got to be specific when you talk to black people. I messed around, I pulled over. Police ain't gonna let me drive home with suspended license long as everything else come back clean. I said, officer, thank you. He said, you ever been on probation or parole? I said, no, sir. He said, you ever went to jail? I said, I ain't never went to jail. He said, cool, this should be quick. He goes to the car, come back a minute later. He said, Mr. Robinson, we got a big problem. You told me you never went to jail before. I ran your license plate and I've been to jail 4 times. I said, no, officer, that's a misunderstanding. I never went to jail. I was taken.
I ain't saying she was the devil, but she had to be like a high-ranking demon in Satan organization. She wasn't the devil, but she had to be like a demon lieutenant or something. Or maybe a coroner, you know, something with some stripes. So she would pet her. Well, cook me fresh frozen food. Fresh frozen food. That way she'll cook a whole meal, feed the kids, and take my plate and put it in the freezer. You telling me, Sharon, you couldn't put that plate on that counter or in that microwave? That she just put it there, she wrapped it up nice and saran wrapped and put it in there. Then I take out aluminum foil, you know, so I don't even know what on the plate. And then what got me when I pulled the plate out, she done put cabbage and cake on the same plate and froze it in the refrigerator. It ain't no way to thaw out and heat up no cabbage and cake on the same plate. It was blocked in one big block of ice. My cake was sitting in the middle of that cabbage just like that when I picked it up. I melted all squished and melted together like cabbage cake soup or something. Sharon, I ain't taking this no more, Sharon. Let's just say this first. It's good to be on the other side of COVID.
Live from the Queen City.
What's up, y'all? I want to holler at you about something.
Get ready for the second incredible season of Pure Comedy Laughs. Featuring Chris D'Ario, Russell Keller, Tito, Drew Davis, Simply Net, Lovely Big O, Spunky Robinson, Light Skin Bobby Brown, Mimi, Chris Mines, Big Los, Sly Carter, Monty Rogers, Jawan Cap, Reggie Black, Deep Moultrie, and your hosts, Nick Lewis, Double D, Smile Fry Fire, TP Hearn. Get ready. It's some of the funniest comedians across America.
Atlanta, Georgia,
Denver, Colorado,
Watersburg, Connecticut,
Birmingham, Alabama,
Washington, D.C., Memphis, Tennessee.
You ain't never seen clean comedy like this before.
I'm a Christian, but I like thug activities.
That's right.
Judge you not.
This stuff is crazy. It's the second incredible season of Pure Comedy Laughs.
Come and get some.
All right, we ain't got that much time, so laugh at everything I say.
Now I'm going to give some of you guys some insight into black people.
The number one reason black folks fight in holiday because somebody tried to leave with a whole sweet potato pie.
Welcome to Pure Comedy Laughs. Showcasing the hottest comedians, dropping the funniest comedy around.
King David, Brave Dicker, Kristen Johnson, Mo Dixon. Put your hands together for Tara Brown.
You ain't never seen clean comedy like this before.
We'll go to bed early for that, won't we? I know for a fact
Give me 20 minutes. I'll be ready.
Let me tell y'all about Home Depot.
Taco Bell breakfast.
Chicken plate, cake plate, meat plate, bread plate.
That ain't regular. That ain't regular.
That's a losing battle I face every day.
Sound like WWE Monday Night Raw.
With your host, straight up out of Charlotte, NC, the funny, the hilarious, Nick Lewis.
I am your host, Nick Lewis. Pure Comedy Live. Come and get some.
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Horns, let me hear you.